And Pakistan needed a solid.
Wide delivery, swing and a miss, and Quinton de Kock barely gets a hand to that. Touch two straight this time round. Not the line. Not to the line, but Fakhar Zaman will take a swipe into the leg side. Now Fakhar Zaman.
That's in the air, into the gap. And a boundary scored. Bishop.
Oh, what a smash that is. Yeah, that's gone all the way for 6. To the... This time he's played one and gets it over. Oh, almost got a good result there. The leg slip was in for that top edge. This time
That's been really hit hard. Belted down the ground. Quicker through the air. Finger goes up.
Side off, impact in line.
For confirmation will go up again. Glorious. Impeccable timing from Babar Azam to get off. Smack that. What a strike from in front. The charge catches the call. Catch has been taken.
Fakhar Zaman, he was certainly set. An option that he's found great success with thus.
Record. Trapped in front. Is it in straight? Yes, it is. Spoke about the sweep. Extremely effective and very good at it as well. Umpire signals run, so Rizwan picks up one more.
Yeah, most times you find that the sweep is a premeditated option. But the beauty of Rizwan is he plays it to such great...
test your temperament, resolve, shot making. That's beautifully played away for 4. What a shot that is.
The arms, but just the line outside off stump means he can hit it in front of square. No risk attached to that shot, with no fielder being back on the fence. Excellent execution.
Cut shot into the gap, runs away from the fielder.
Away from the ploy of going into the stumps, creating a bit of width. Like we know in this part of the world, batsmen will welcome it any given day when there's a bit of pace on the ball.
Nicely played into the gap. That's gone all the way for 4. Great piece of timing and placement, Rizwan.
Slanting down the leg side, but just look at that balance. He was in control of that shot all the way through, not looking to overhit it. Using the pace on display, fantastic to pierce that gap right in front of square.
Yeah, it's that in-between length where you can not be forward nor back. And Rizwan at times can be caught in that no man's land. Plays from the crease at times, especially to the ball that comes back into the stumps.
Yeah, I feel from a seamer's perspective, can perhaps a little bit on the shorter side. Of course, every now and again we have seen the ball squatting coming back into the stumps. So almost try and get the batsman to play with a horizontal bat. Paramount importance that you want to bring the top of that off stump into play.
That's it, trace to the fielder. Fielding as a result becomes that much more important now. Right, time to visit the Tapalti Lounge area. Nation's favorite tea brand. It's about keeping that ball as dry as possible. A little bit of dew around, not a lot. Was a slow ball to Rizwan and a misfield. Now it just upsets the rhythm of your team, such a misfield.
Yeah, it certainly does. This game is all about momentum, and whilst you have it on your side, you want to make sure you take care of little disciplines like that. A touch on a little point. Of course, South Africa has a lot of youngsters in this group that have sent over for the ODI series. The one key element that you want to take away from a tour like this is the learning aspect. Got a lot of senior players who have played for Pakistan. Excellent bouncer. So whilst you're learning, go across to the opposition changing room, ask questions. How do you play in these kind of conditions? One of those players whom I've learned from, a guy called Mohammad Asif. And everybody asks, where does the wobble seam come from? It comes from conversation with a bowler like Mohammad Asif. You still have to go out there, make it work, find out your way of doing it, but it's those little things that set you apart from become a great player in your own right.
Pakistani bowlers at this stage would have been looking for a bit of reverse. That's a wide one down the leg side. An area where some of the South African bowlers could learn a little bit. How to keep one side of the ball shiny, the other side as rough as possible, and what lines, what lengths to bowl then when it's reversing.
That's exactly to my point. It's about having a conversation, understanding when the ball's going to reverse. Very often we've seen when the greats like Waka Yunus, when they got the ball to reverse, they just lowered their bowling arm. And that's also a bit of a skill, an art too, reversing that you can learn. It's the end of the Bosch over. So Pakistan 137 for 3. The bowling coach for South Africa, Piet Botha. He's a very structured guy. Very mechanical when it comes to bowlers. You want to make sure that you're fluent in your accent, at point of delivery. You've got a good balance, point of release. He did his rounds on South African domestic circuit.
But it's an era of being unstructured, Vern. Especially here in our part of the world where natural ability and instincts are credited with a selection. And that has its own value, the unorthodoxy, being different. Ideally you should be looking for that match, that marriage of unorthodoxy with a bit of structured course.
And that's the one thing I love about this part of the world. As much as I can give you control and all the rest of that, natural skill level, natural ability, that's something you can't teach. You can't teach a guy to bowl quick. That comes naturally. I don't know how you guys keep churning them out, but a wonderful, wonderful record of fast bowlers just keep coming out.
Oh, he's got to be sensible here, Rizwan. Curb his natural instincts to sweep the ball. South Africa would be exactly like this for the next few overs. Disciplined, wicket to wicket, and hoping for a follow wicket. Hope for the best. That is what they'd be reminding themselves. Let's keep on plugging away like that.
Yeah, this is going to be a test of temperament. Mohammad Rizwan is a player who loves to be aggressive, who loves to impose himself on the opposition bowler. This is an excellent piece of bowling by George Linder. Big question mark would be, can he keep his calm?
There's the big shot. Where's it gone? Into the gap. Took a lot of risk, Rizwan. That was enough for him.
Yeah, it certainly seems like your nerves can't hold up in the commentary box here, Ramiz. But that's the nature of the player. He's always going to look to take the positive route. Mohammad Rizwan, he's not going to be dominated by a bowler. That's very often where they get themselves into trouble, by taking that element of risk at a crucial juncture of the game.
Hits it into the ground. There's a cry of anguish. He wanted more out of that shot, out of that length. None for 42 for Linde. If South Africa are to flavor success, he's got to have nice last 3 overs. There's the drive into the gap. That is a brilliant stroke.
Yeah, just over pitch on this occasion, but he got himself into a wonderful position. Over the top of it, hitting it into the ground. In the process, dissecting that fielders on door.
He sweeps well. The sweeper also does a good job on the fence. Clips into the leg side. Very fine, and 4 will also. Has picked up nicely. Went down early. Length pickup was good. Banged. Absolutely.
Yeah, finally decided that it's time to charge at the bowler.
Oh, that's a big hit. Is it a big hit? That's beautifully hit. He must have been blinded for a little while and then had to adjust. Took a great look. Beautifully done through the off.
That Hussain Talit pounces on.
Opening game of this. That's in the air. Clears everything.
A calculated risk, understanding the ball turning into him, but the placement to perfection. Straight down the ground. Oh, he's gone airborne, but I think he's picked the gap on the left.
The South African lineup were not able to create impression here.
It's that slower ball. He doesn't slow his arm action down at all. Hussain reaching for it, and this is an excellent catch by George Linder, having to dive forward. Yeah, many would argue maybe.
Long as Pakistan is getting over the line. Oh, he's gone. He is gone. Deceived by the flight and also a lot of turn for the spinner.
Yeah, fantastic piece of bowling by George Linder. Game of cat and mouse continues. Nawaz gone for 1, Pakistan 2. Oh, that is some shot. It's advanced down the track and it's going to
Change the pace. Offer a lot of place for Salman to work with.
Oh, he's gone with the slow ball. He's hit us high up in the night sky. Catch! The cries of catch. Yes, he's got.
Took it with ease in the end. Makes you wonder why he offered some pace to Salman Ali Agha if the slow ones were working.
Yeah, it's certainly the ball that proved to be effective this evening, but that is some catch. Ladies and gentlemen, don't leave your seats as yet, because that is the wicket of...
Yeah, turn the face of the bat a bit too early.
Oh, that is straight, but not straight enough, says the umpire. And what South Africa has got no reviews left means Pakistan crossed the line of victory. They draw first blood in this 3-match ODI series, and they go victorious by 2 wickets here in Faisalabad.
For some, it might not be